Hello, I'm the Media Wiz, because one art form wasn't enough, and we're returning to an old familiar face for this show, Greenbrier Incorporated. As of now, I've done 2 videos on products from this company. First was their Ninja action figure line, in a Tribute Zone review done in the style of my buddy Austin Trench, and for a proper Media Wiz review, I took a look at Robot Defender. If it wasn't blatantly obvious enough, this is a knockoff company that specializes in toys and figures that ape off the success of popular toy lines. Their Ninja figures were clearly trying to rip off Power Rangers, and Robot Defender was a knockoff of Transformers. And you can usually find these toys at Dollar Tree stores because Greenbrier happens to be connected to them in their business. Dollar Tree. Cheap prices, cheap products. I'm kidding, Dollar Tree. Please continue to make cheap products so that I can continue to make videos on them, please. By the way, last time I went to a Dollar Tree, it turns out that they actually have a new Robot Defender toy, which looks just like the one I did a previous review on, this time with a darker shade of yellow and red instead of blue, and they also replaced the name from Robot Defender to simply Robot, as you can see with this little robot figure that I also picked up along the way. Surely a creative name, especially from the same people that brought us Ninja action figure. I mean, what's next? They're probably gonna try and make a, I don't know, knock off My Little Pony toy or something.
Okay then.
Yep, walked right into that one, didn't I? Hey, pony fanboy.
Haha, nice try, Media Wiz. I can tell a bootleg from a mile away.
Damn it. Can't blame me for trying though, right? Thankfully we're not talking about this though. We're talking about 2 figures from their Final Faction lineup. So get this, Final Faction is probably this company's proudest work. Not just based on the packaging being more detailed than their other products, but this time they even went ahead to make a CG animated web series that Dollar Tree uploads to their actual YouTube channel. And this all started last year. They actually made an entire series to tie into these figures. As for the videos themselves, they're just pretty meh, clearly trying to ape off the success of franchises like G.I. Joe, with some added science fiction tropes in there. Not the worst thing, but it's certainly nothing special. Enough of the build-up, let's talk about Final Faction.
Right off the bat, you'll notice that these have better packaging than the other ones. I mean, these things actually have like full descriptions and stuff on the back. I mean, look at this. Full in-depth like backstories and images to go along with it. Versus the other ones, which just had blank white backdrop and then like little company name at the bottom and like other general information and text. These have like tons of stuff to go off of by the back. Like they put more effort into these toys than the other ones. They got a stamina meter and they got like little text backstory right here. And ACRM is a breakthrough in virtual reality tech. As a boy in the warm plains of Africa, Steele dreamed of soaring like a bird. Now a highly trained air resource, Steele has multiple specialized air packs for any mission. Nerves of Steel makes him the team's greatest asset in the sky. So this is the character Steele, and well, first of all, let's get the obvious Shaq joke out of the way, because Shaq was in the movie Steel. And secondly, he looks like a combination of Blade mixed with like RoboCop, maybe? The packaging itself is actually pretty efficient when it comes to stuff from Greenbrier. But let's see if the figure itself actually stands out and proves itself better than the other ones. Okay, so the joints are a little stiff. They're very hard to work with. There's no bend in the knees, so that's kind of frustrating. So it's like you just want to have them walk like this. The Ninja action figure had that Ninja action figure that this company did had the same problem. Apparently these people just really don't like making figures with kneecaps. Same thing with the arms. They're just stiff. There's no joints in them whatsoever. The head, if you want to turn the head, it's a little stiff. This is the face that they give him. I guess this is supposed to be like kind of cocky smile, maybe like badass scowl. And well, I know these are supposed to be sunglasses, but they kind of look like the visor that Geordi in Star Trek had. Say this, the paint job they did for his armor is pretty good, although it is a little distracting that his arms and legs are a different color. It also doesn't help that the boots are the exact same color as the suit. You think they try to make them a little darker. Same thing with the gloves. I don't know, it just kind of looks like it all blends in, and it just, I don't know, something about it just a little bit off. But in terms of this company, I actually like the paint job on the suit, compared to like Robot Defender, which was just the same singular colors. This actually has a mixture of different colors to work with. I don't know what it is. It's just the fact that the arms and the legs and the boots and the gloves all match the exact same color. You think they could have used just a little bit of darker shade. Then you look at the back of it and it's like, why is the back just this like bright blue? It's like you look at him from the back view, it looks like It looks like a swimsuit or something. But then, oh look, there's this thing that goes along and it's supposed to plug into his back. And it's supposed to be like a flying device, so let's see if it actually sticks. It's staying right now, but I guarantee you if like you give it a couple seconds, it'll probably fall out. So this is supposed to be the like badass flying position, I guess, maybe? From this angle, you have him flying around and stuff, it kind of makes him look like he's like the human embodiment of a dragonfly. Like, someone finally made an action figure for the dragonfly from superhero movie. Awesome. So far, this is one of Greenbrier's more impressive figures. They made the kneecaps silver, but they didn't make them bendable. That's odd. I'm already seeing that this thing is starting to like wiggle a little bit. It feels like it's about to pop out. So that's not a good thing. So I guess we better put our friend Steel away and move on to the other figure. Now, whereas these kind of characters feel more like knockoffs of like G.I. Joe and other military-based franchises, this looks more like another Transformers knockoff. But I'm assuming it's supposed to connect because on the back it explains that, oh, this is like one of their military pieces of machinery that they power. So it's kind of like Transformers mixed with the Megazords from Power Rangers. All right, well, let's see if the joints... Yep, exact same story. It's just like Robot Defender, and like this company must hate multi-jointed figures. I mean, at least this one kind of makes sense because it's a robot, but actually, no, it doesn't. This could quite possibly be one of my biggest pet peeves with toys like this. There's no articulation in the joints. I know not everything can be the Master Chief action figure I reviewed, but this, oh my god. It's probably the most fully functional articulation I've seen in a figure for these, like, for almost 6 years I've been doing MediaWiz reviews and talking about, like, action figures and toys and stuff for these merch reviews. I think this is probably the best articulation I've seen. The thing you could do is have it go around like this, so if you want to have it like a punching motion, you could do this. Yeah, so you can have a fight between this and Robot Defender. Or I'm sorry, Robot, as it now goes by. But if I can give them props on anything, just like with Steel here, I like the color scheme, and I like the usage of color that they did with the paint job. It's not much, but it is definitely a step in the right direction compared to something like Robot Defender or the Ninja action figure line that they had. This actually seems like they're trying and putting a little bit more effort into the paint jobs with these things. Still very blatantly trying to ape off of the success of other popular franchises, but I can at least give them some points where they actually deserve it. So as of now, these are two of the more impressive figures from Greenbrier that have been reviewed on MediaWiz. They're not perfect, but compared to the other two that I've looked at before, these are so far the most impressive things that this company has made. And it seems like they're even aware of it. I mean, again, look at the packaging. They clearly put more effort into the packaging and the stuff on the back versus the other ones, which just have, I mean, just look at it. Look at the back. There's nothing. There's nothing. Versus these, where they clearly put more effort and time into the packaging and the actual products of these. Even the new robot line they have isn't even as impressive on the back. Look at these. Look at these. These suck. These look like they have even less articulation in the joints. What the hell is that?
In conclusion, while Final Faction is still just a generic blend of knockoff action figures, it's still the best thing that Greenbrier has going for it, which for toys you can get at Dollar Tree is a step in the right direction for them. And since they're one of the better things that's come out of this company, that's why they're not going to be ending up on the shelf of the worst here. The pony and robot figures I got, though those could stay up there. Those still suck. I'm the MediaWiz, because one art form wasn't enough.